boobies and genitals. Hi. I need to put this because my uterus is having French Revolution right now. Testing. Can you guys hear me? I'm assuming you can. Today, I'm gonna give you free therapy. I offered you guys free therapy on YouTube. I went to my Instagram stories and I left a little box where you guys could make questions and things so I could answer. And here we are. This video is totally not planned, but yeah. Here we are doing it. By the way, before we start this video, make sure you're subscribing to my channel, liking this video, sharing it, and make sure you follow me on my other social medias, Instagram, TikTok, and let's go, let's proceed. By the way, I'm taking off the names of the people that sent me these things because I just don't want to expose them for privacy reasons, I guess. So let's go. I'm just going to DM you because it's long. So I always wanted to try content creation, right? And I think it's cool to take pictures, think about outfits, show a bit of your lifestyle, but it sometimes gets draining because I feel like it doesn't have enough quality or it's not good enough. And yes, I might be doing it for fun, but sometimes it would be nice to get good results from the effort you put into things. And I know it's not easy to flourish while you're still at the beginning, but from your point of view, what were the things you think would be nice for a person that is starting to hear? First of all, I want you guys to know that content creation can be very frustrating. I mean, I see people like me that have been doing content creation consistently for not consistent. Okay, I haven't been consistent. I'm lying. I know if I have been consistent my whole life since I started, I would be in a different place at the moment, but I also know and I love the place that I am right now, and I'm finding myself, and that is why, you know, I appreciate where I am. Anyway, I've seen people go viral from day to night. I've seen people grow in a span of a year or months. And then I've seen people like me that have been here in the game trying for a very long time. So my advice for someone that is starting is that don't put expectations on it. I mean, just do it for fun. That's all I have to say. Content creation is that job that you have to be present and you need to have fun to do it. The moment you stop having fun is the moment where your content is just not contenting. I want to say that it is normal to get frustrated. It is normal to compare yourself to other people, but do you, boo? Yeah, that's all I have to say. Also, if you're telling yourself that it's not good enough, then I must say that this is not a social media problem, it's a you problem. You're telling yourself that you're not good enough. I mean, I haven't started with all of the resources that I wanted. At the time, I had an old camera from my dad and I had my phone, and that's how I started. I didn't even have a ring light at the time, and I didn't have professional equipment like I have today, and I still keep it very basic. Some people just need the resources to start with, so know exactly what you need to deliver the content that you want to deliver, and from there, make sure you are saving up to have it and, you know, one day obtaining it. It is totally possible to do so. Also, I advise you, if you're thinking about giving up your career to pursue full-time content creation, I advise you not to do that right away. Unless you know you're starting to make money out of it. So my side hustle is makeup artistry. I'm still not at this point of my life where I can fully rely on content creation. And also my long-term goal, I feel like with many influencers, is to have a business from their platforms. So make sure that you have a plan. But while you still don't have a plan, yes, have fun, but have a plan, have a strategy, reach out to brands, work on your craft, work on your content, know how to do what you like to do, create mood boards, find yourself, find your style, and that's all I have to say if you're starting. And probably my last advice would be, don't compare yourself to others. I feel like it's so easy to do this online. Don't do it. Don't fall into this trap. Just keep doing what you're doing, keep posting, be consistent, and always spread out. Don't stay stuck to one platform. If you think you're going to slowly grow on Instagram without YouTube or without TikTok, it is much harder and it takes much more time. Understand that the more you put yourself out there, the more people will come. And that is what I have to say. Oh, and also, I forgot to touch upon a very important thing. This person says that sometimes it would be nice to get good results from the effort you put into things. So I believe in the power of mind, I believe in the power of words, and you're basically telling me that you're working your ass off and you're not seeing results. Know that results are different for everyone. So for me, for example, I don't care if this video has 3 views, but those 3 people mean a lot to me, and results can be different for everyone. Probably there's people that are doing the same thing as you're doing, but they're much more appreciative of the little results they're getting, because it doesn't matter how big or small they are. Trust me, progress is progress. It doesn't matter how much or how little you're getting. It's still there, and that by itself should be enough to make you keep going. Anyway, let's go. Second advice, I feel like I'm killing at this free therapist thing. By the way, disclaimer, I'm not a licensed professional therapist. I'm just doing this for fun. And if you feel like you need professional therapy, make sure you find someone, please. I'm just doing this for fun. I'm feeling really anxious now that my academic life is coming to an end. Big change. Yeah, I'm sort of going through a big change in my life at the moment too. But I feel like change is scary for everyone, but we need to start looking at change as something exciting. And as I said, I'm a big believer of the power of the word, of the power of the mind. So if you're scared of what's coming, then you're basically assuming that something bad is going to happen. Yes, change can be uncomfortable and scary because we are afraid of the unknown. Human beings are always afraid of the unknown. We like to be in a little protective bubble, but understand that you never know what can come from this, and it can be a million good things and one bad thing. Yeah, bad things happen to everyone. So, stop fearing this big change in your life, because you're transitioning into something amazing. You are finally, growing up to be a very responsible adult, and you never know what a new career can bring you. You never know if when you stop studying, you can truly find your passion and your purpose in life. So don't be afraid of it. Just embrace the change. How do you deal with fake friends? I don't have them, so I don't deal with them. Anyway, I'm kidding. I've had pretty bad friends in my life. Friends that stole money from me, friends that stole designer shit from me, friends that stole my ex, friends that backstabbed me and spoke shit about me. How did I deal with them? I don't know, like a queen. I mean, shame on you. I'm gonna move on and keep on doing me and keep on working on myself. Someone just said, scared of the future. Aren't we all? The future scares everyone. Know that no matter what life throws at you at the future, you can't predict what's gonna happen. So I feel like you should work on yourself at the present. Be more concerned with the present. Think more about the present than the future, because you don't know what's going to happen. So it's important to work on yourself now and know that whatever comes in your way, you are ready to face it. Don't be scared of the future. I feel like it's more important to focus all of your energy on the present, and the future, let it unfold, girl. You never know what's going to happen, girl or boy. You never know. What do you do on those days that you feel like giving up? So today I felt like giving up. I felt like I wasn't going to upload a video on this day today. I'm really tired, like I'm physically tired, and this week was really hard for me. But the days that I feel like giving up, I have to remind myself why I need to get up, and I need to do whatever I have to do. Like, I want to be a successful full-time content creator. I want to have a business, and I want to be happy and produce content for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. But in order to do that, I need to sacrifice certain parts of my life sometimes, and sometimes that makes me want to give up, for sure. But I know that nothing will ever top my dreams and my goals. So no matter what I'm going through, I know I'm always gonna find the way and find the strength to do what I want to do on those days that I want to give up, when I remind myself why I need to keep going. I need to remind myself about the dreams every single day. So same goes to you. Remind yourself why you shouldn't give up. What makes you happy? What sets your soul on fire? What is your life purpose? What do you want to do? And if you constantly remind yourself of that, I promise you that you'll get back on track. Trust. Also, think about yourself. If you give up, how would you feel? I would feel empty. I would feel like a failure. I never want to give up. This is so funny. I need free therapy from all the shit Kanye is posting. Girl, same. Girl, same. I don't know. Kanye, I don't trust him anymore. I feel like the man knows exactly what he's doing because he has all the freaking money in the world to get the best lawyers, the best therapists, and he's out here posting on Instagram, and he always does this. Have you guys always noticed? Like, I've noticed a pattern. He always does this before he releases something. Isn't he releasing a new album or something, and he released something on Netflix? So yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious for me at the moment. I'm not saying that the man is not going through it at the moment. He probably is, but I also understand that this is probably a PR stunt, and I'm not mad about it. I actually really find Kanye West very, very entertaining. Congrats on your engagement, sis. When did you know you were ready for a relationship? Ooh, this is a good question. So, thank you, first of all. When did I know that I was ready for a relationship? I mean, I feel like when I started feeling good on my own and started rebuilding my confidence and started being more sure about myself and know that, okay, no matter what life throws at me, I'm good by myself. So whoever hears my story on how I started dating my fiance might think like, okay, you've never been by yourself in your whole life, because I left from one big relationship to another. But I want you guys to know that before my fiance, I was in a very toxic relationship and I felt like I was alone most of the time. Yeah, I had a lot of time to think about myself. I had a lot of time to work on myself. And once I started developing that, I feel like life just threw my fiance there. Like, okay, bitch, you're finally ready. Go. Any advice on how to enjoy being alone? Yeah, I feel like when you are alone, you have a lot of time for yourself to think about what you like, and you don't get to do those things when you're around a lot of people. I grew up in a very tight community with a very present family, so when I started living here in Portugal, I hated and I dreaded being alone all the time, but I kind of got to understand me and the things I like doing. So when I'm alone, I like doing things for myself, learning new things, watching shows that I want to watch, reading books. It's a matter of finding a hobby that makes you happy, and trust me, being alone can be very productive. That's how I learned makeup artistry. I was alone in my bedroom doing makeup tutorials. I could have never developed that skill if I was always around a lot of people doing things that other people wanted to do. So the secret to being alone and liking being alone is developing something, a hobby that you like to do, learning something that you like to do. How did you get over people that you liked? Sorry, mom and dad, if you ever watch this video. I feel like as a brown girl, it's kind of taboo to talk about, but I've always liked a lot of people. I always had the feminine urge in me to like people and to know them and, you know, have crushes. How did I get over people that I liked? I mean, I just waited till they started becoming ugly to me. Nowadays, I look at the people that I liked and I'm like, as soon as those love pink glasses come off and I see that I was just being blind, that's when I stop liking them and finding things about them that annoy me. Simple as that. This is really bad. No therapist will ever tell you this, but this is the truth. 3 biggest red flags we should look out for. Ooh, okay, so I hate sexist people. If we're talking about like partners and a man, I really hate sexist partners. Don't make sexist jokes. Don't be sexist. Other big red flag is people that are very, very, very controlling. People that need to see your phone, need to know where you are 24/7, need to, as soon as you don't answer them or you don't give them attention, they immediately think you're doing something bad, or I don't know. This is like more of a them problem more than a you problem. It's a big red flag to me when I constantly see people that are with other people. I have friends or something that they constantly need to be explaining themselves, and nah, let people be free. Other red flag, I just hate people that can't seem to hear other people and their opinions and their advice. Like, we might not always agree, or I'm a type of person that I'm very opinionated and I have my opinions I'm very true to my opinions, but I am open to hearing other people unless it's like a homophobic, Islamophobic, racist, something opinion. I don't give that doesn't have a place in the world. But if you have another opinion, if I say the sky is so beautiful today and someone says no, the sky is ugly today, okay, cool, whatever, let's agree to disagree. Like, I don't agree with it, you don't agree with it, but don't try to make me try to think like you. Just let people have their opinions. It doesn't always mean you're right and they're wrong, or they're wrong and you're right. Just let them be. I hate people like that. So a little recap: overly controlling people, sexist people, and people that don't seem to respect other people's opinions. That is biggest red flags for me. Anyway, let's proceed. Oh, it's already the last. This is a DM that I got from a follower of mine. Guys, my camera stopped recording and I was reading this DM that I got from a follower of mine. I'm gonna repeat it. I was diagnosed with depression and it's been so hard. I dropped out of college and I'm feeling so empty and sad. I thought if I took my medicine right, I would feel happy again, but I figured out that the shit's deeper than that. I just don't see the end of it. Besides, I don't even know what to tell people, because everybody pretends to understand what depression is on social media, but as soon as you tell them you're going through it in real life, they just make you feel like shit and tell you to be positive. I'm so insecure at the moment. I don't know what to do with my life, and honestly, it's frustrating. Every day is a battle within myself and I just feel like giving up. Anyway, I really like you and appreciate your existence. This was really hard for me to hear. First of all, I really advise the person that wrote this for me to seek professional help. If you have the possibility to get a therapist. And therapists are like partners. I know friends that go to therapy and they don't find their right therapist right away. So first of all, I really advise you to find someone that makes you feel comfortable and you feel like can help you and you can talk about this, because I feel like it really helps to voice your problems. Second of all, I feel like a lot of people have a misconception about antidepressants and think that they will make you automatically feel good. I've been on that side too of antidepressants. I have been diagnosed with depression, and let me tell you, I feel the same way that this follower feels. I felt worse after taking antidepressants, so I started looking for alternative ways of helping myself. So I completely gave up on any synthetic stuff, stopped putting it on my body, and I started looking for alternative therapy. Like, I started doing a lot of light work, spiritual work, and that has really helped me, but everyone's different, so you need to find something that makes sense for you. I'm a big believer in energy and prayer and scripting and writing and meditating. That is honestly what gave me some sort of sanity and hope, was working on myself, my spirituality, and my mind. So I advise you to try different things. If antidepressants don't work for you, don't worry. They don't really work for a lot of people, let me tell you that. And depression is something that a lot of people won't get and don't get, because unless you're going through it, you won't get it. And even people, you can be with a depressed person too, but everyone has depression for different reasons. So don't try to look for validation in other people. Don't try to explain it to other people. If you feel the way that you feel, it doesn't matter if people understand it or not. Just know that you understand yourself. But again, as I tell you, it's always important to try to look for alternatives and ways to help yourself. So if medication didn't help, try a therapist. If therapist doesn't help, try another therapist. Actively look for a way to better yourself, and know that there's no particular formula to make you feel good. There's no particular formula to cure depression, but I'm gonna tell you a little bit of myself and my story, and I hope this helps you. So when I was diagnosed with depression, I really hated myself and I felt very guilty for having it. And especially as a cultural thing, it's really not a good thing to have depression. As a Muslim person in the brown community, we don't talk about it enough. It is very taboo. And I just felt like giving up my whole life. I felt like giving up. I given up in school. Basically, I failed 2 years in school. I didn't want to study. I didn't want to do anything. Basically, everyone around me gave up on me, unfortunately. So I remember that I started changing my mindset when I started noticing little things around me. So I grew up in Mozambique, and I come from a really, really small town called Maputo. And while I left my house, I used to go through the suburbs and see how other kids lived, and started to realize how blessed I am and how grateful I started being for the little things that I had. I wasn't happy. I knew that I was grateful. You can be grateful without being happy. Do you get what I mean? Happiness, it's not something that comes and stays. It's something that comes and goes, but that is really important. We also can't be happy all the time. It's delusional to think that you can be happy all the time. But while you can't be happy all the time, you can be grateful all the time, and really try hard to look at the little things in life that make you have a little bit more advantage and privilege than other people. Second of all, I'm so sorry that you dropped out of college because you're not feeling well. I hope you understand that don't have pressure. Some people drop out of college doesn't mean that you can never go back to it and recover and continue studying. There's always time for you to do that in the world, so don't worry about that. And I want you to know that don't give up on yourself. I feel like when you have depression, it starts becoming a very lonely thing because people around you feel like they can't help you, so they kind of start giving up on you. But know that no matter how many people give up on you, you can't give up on yourself, because once you give up on yourself, that's when it's over. Really try hard to see the light in the end of the tunnel. I am a firm believer in the power of the mind, in the power of the word, in the power of energy, and I feel like when you radiate, no matter how bad you feel, when you radiate hope that one day things will be beautiful and you'll take yourself out of that dark hole. I promise you, when you start having hope in yourself and hope that your life will become better and you will become better, then you start bringing that energy back and that mindset. I promise you, I don't have the cure for depression. I'm not a therapist. I have been through it myself. But one thing I never gave up was in myself. I never gave up on myself. I had to, at a certain point, tell myself that I'm gonna do whatever it takes to be positive and to fight myself. Fight every urge that I had to give up. Not every day was beautiful, not every day was productive, but embrace it. Embrace it. You can't be strong, you can't build yourself up if you don't go through bad things and difficult things and challenging things. Know that that comes into your life to make your life rich and make your life more realistic. So what do I have to say to you? Don't give up. You told me that you really appreciate my existence. I appreciate you for sending me this DM, because you don't know if someone behind the screen is watching and is going through the same thing as you, and my words are helping them. You don't know if you're doing that to them. And thank you for sharing this, and I hope you know that there's also people that are very grateful to have you in their lives. So always make sure you think about them. We don't have the cure for everything, we don't have the answer for everything, but one thing we can control is ourselves and how we carry ourselves. So I'm already starting to talk too much. I'm gonna end this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And have a chill Sunday. I mean, I know that I'm nearly alive at this point, but I really enjoyed making this video. I know it's not my normal crazy video, but I hope you guys enjoy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice weekend, and make sure that you are doing something for yourself today. Bye, guys. I love you.